Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today, I believe all we have to do now is present this Magatama. And we're gonna have to try to, well, get Bikini to tell the truth. That is a lot of locks! I forgot you had that many locks! Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise's donum will have a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Miss Elise was an author, just an author of picture books.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Dunham's true identity. I'm assuming it's this? Yes. Rainmaster Talisman, right, okay. Miss Dunham had this charm with her at all times. I guess she did. I'd never noticed it before.
Gah! Where did you...
This is some cheap good luck charm. Isn't it, though? It kinda looks like plastic to me. It kinda looks like one of those party poppers, actually.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops!
I mean, the title said it was, so... This thing speaks volumes about who Ms. Dunham really is. This talisman and one other item unequivocally proves Ms. Dunham's true identity. Shit. Gravy train? No, that can't be it. Could it be? Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. All right, I pressed B. My bad. Yeah, okay, I guess it's gonna be that, right? That's where this is going? That she's Misty Faye? Is that where this is going? I kind of wish we could have talked to her and been like, hey, why'd you abandon your kids back in the day? And then, like, is it just, I don't know. She didn't want to have anything to do with Maya, that's for sure. She was interested in Pearl. So, I don't know. This? Yeah, okay. The painting obscured by this gravy stain at the moment.
Dots?
But this scroll shows the Master Crane channeling technique. And the crest at the top is a sign of an honorable title. Oh shit, you're right, dog. I actually didn't even see that. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her.
Ah!
The crest is reserved for the Master Crane.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I got no idea what you're talking about.
The new master, Maya Faye, told me.
What? What? You mean that acolyte is Mr. Faye's
Daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
I mean, probably. Could have been like the mailman's child, I guess, but I don't know how that works. Like, with mothers. Adopted, sure, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, as a fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Faye's sole successor.
Mystic Misty!
Oh, Jesus. Okay, fine, that's fine. That was easy.
Girl,
Don't have that many locks, alright? If you're gonna be that easy to crack, alright? You scared the shit out of me.
Miss Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. And no one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Crane talisman? It's a symbol of the Master Crane. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death.
Until their death? So Elise Dunham really was Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Faye, the Master Crane channeling technique.
The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway. I wonder how Maya's gonna handle this.
Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
That is a good question.
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well... Excuse me, I had Taco Bell for lunch. What's happening?
It can't be.
Earthquake!
Ah!
Oh my goodness, the inner temple! That kind of tremor might... The inner temple? Sacred Tavern is in the training hall, and it might very well cave in.
What? Maya! I need to cross that bridge during an earthquake now! Just cut to Phoenix falling again.
It seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go.
What? Where?
To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? I'm not done with you yet.
Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Thank you? Right at the moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. Edgeworth is probably shitting himself somewhere. I wonder if he's alright. No, probably not.
You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth?
Come on, let's go. Alright, do you want to examine anything in here? You don't have anything to say in here, Montgomery? Alright, that's fine. To the main gate. Oh, wait. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right! I need new pants! Ah! What are you doing here? How could I have...
How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up?
Yeah, why are you whipping me?
She's gone.
No.
The defendant, Iris.
Oh, I thought you meant Maya.
She's gone. Gone where?
She fled. She escaped. Well, shit, that's not a very innocent thing to do, Iris.
What?
So it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. And, being friends with Larry.
I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as that ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? I mean, that shit is not easy to get over, man.
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen.
Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, and so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her,
and we need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous, why would I?
The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cave might have caved in because of the quake.
And you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation?
Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. It's also banned in a couple of countries. That's a callback to a game that I don't think actually is even relevant anymore.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's Sacred Cavern now. Alright, let's go. February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern didn't cave in. But, what we found— oh god, is Iris gonna be dead? Was something none of us could have expected. Psyche locks? On the cavern? How can there be
even more locks?
What is the meaning of this? Iris, what the hell, girl? Iris! Iris, please tell me what the hell is going on. I will get the fingernail ripping pliers out if I have to. To be continued. Okay. I'm assuming we're not done investigating, right? Okay, 3-2, investigation. Sure. I was gonna say, if we're going the trial right now, I have no idea what they're even gonna try to pull here.
Right. Is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks. Honestly, it looks like you just press your Magatama against it and it might actually do something.
Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying you can't undo the new locks? Yeah.
If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Hey, it's because he doesn't get much sun, man. Like, you don't want to talk about your face with your face all green. Wow, I'm Namekian. Racist.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly. Oh, God.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Dots?
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Edgeworth. He has so much pride that he's probably going off crying in the corner of a garden.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. Are you not going to be my Maya? I'm gonna have to stay here and see if I can't solve these bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Alright, well, can I examine the room again? Ah, this door. When I was here earlier, there was only one lock, but now there's 5 of them.
Those changed. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside the cavern. I've never seen locks quite like this before.
I have. I've seen these locks and chains just like these before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secret during a psyche lock. I wonder if these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. It's just Maya. It's an antique dresser.
Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright.
Now I know how Maya... Oh, this is the same thing.
What a pity. It's just full of old clothes, yeah.
Thought we weren't opening it.
I'm from the prosecutor's office.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old. Alright, so everything else is the same. Gravy? Alright, well, hi Iris, how's it going? How's Jill been? Escape? Why didn't you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cabin was alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. Saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would have done something like this?
I don't know. I kind of thought it was you guys at first, but... Who could it have been? Well, how many people are out right now, right? That we know of or in this area? There's Gumshoe, there's Edgeworth. He was unconscious, though, so probably not him. Gumshoe, Pearl, Godot are the only ones that we know are in this location. Now, as fun as it would be for Gumshoe to be the ultimate bad guy, I don't think it's him. Now, Pearl's usually too busy eating orphans, so I'm assuming it was Godot. We were with Bikini, so it wasn't... Oh, there's Larry, too. But I don't think Larry knows how to work a lock. Trick or otherwise.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition.
Maybe Pearl, then?
There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Francisco Montgomery. Why are we calling her by her full name now, too? When we were here the first time, there was only one lock and, like, 2 chains. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. And many more trains.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure this place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. So it has to be Godot then. Because Pearl didn't know Iris on the way, right? Presumably because they wanted to make sure Mai couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one.
Yeah, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this, like a bolt cutter even? If that quake couldn't cave in this cave, a bolt cutter ain't gonna do that.
But like I said, there are 100 different ways to set these locks. I suppose I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them, but...
It'll take some time, won't it?
Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in
Place. Will you do this for us then?
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
You gotta wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. We're gonna have to call on your inner strength now. I mean, why? Okay. Is she tied up in there? Like, because I would assume if she wasn't being restrained somehow, she would be at the door like, excuse me, can you guys get me out of here? I really need to, like, go to the bathroom and eat and drink. So, she's got to be, like, tied up. Right? The night of the crime. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you?
Dots?
Please, Iris, don't give me that look. It's too goddamn cute! You told me that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Psyche law. That's rude, Iris! I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know yet.
Sniffle!
Alright. Well, what do you think of this? Can you take a look at this for me? Ow! The locks are far more important! She's right, I have to hold off on asking her about things right now.
Sorry, Mr. Wright.
Alright, so I won't show you anything else. To the garden? Yeah. No, that's the Inner Temple, Chronos. Well, I guess we're going to the Inner Temple then. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. I mean, I'll quickly scan through some of this stuff, but I'm assuming it's stuff we've already seen. Yeah, that wasn't much different. It's just he's alone now. The Bridge of Dawn? What? I should really get back to work. You're not wrong. Edgeworth is probably still there crying softly to himself. I guess we better hug it out and talk about what he's uncovered so far. I mean, dude, I feel you on the whole, like, trauma stuff. That sucks. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you an evil eye the whole time. Mutter, mutter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it. It's still bothering him. Edgeworth. Ah! Hey, don't you run away! What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get it over with. Go on, laugh away! I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. Guess I should probably laugh at him. Little baby passed out during an earthquake. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to that, so what I found, was reminded of something terrible. I'll quickly examine stuff here, because Edgeworth is here. Little lantern. That's not what I was examining, but okay. There's just one thing that's troubling me. Everything else is covered in snow or frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken by someone. Maybe one of the detectives washed their face in it or something? Don't be ridiculous, Wright. No detective would be that careless at a crime scene. He's really angry. I better not say it was Gumshoe or his salary's gonna pay. There's a charm or something poking out of the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it. It belonged to the victim. We're sure of that now. It's going to be evidence. It's going in the evidence room once the investigation is over, so hands off, Wright. You don't need to tell me that. I don't want my fingerprints on it. Well, our dear friend Larry just tried to steal it when no one was looking. He probably just wanted something to remember his esteemed teacher by. Well, he has his pictures of her, right? That's something. There are torches on the of the naked flamed variety. Are you just saying it's not lit? Why don't you just say it's not lit? God, you're a weirdo. I guess you needed all the light you can get up here in the mountains. According to Detective Gumshoe, they were lit on the night of the murder. Well, mine was trending up here, so there's nothing strange about that. Except, apparently, they don't light these torches for training sessions. Huh? Heard that too much light isn't conductive to spiritual training. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess they did use that dark room in the channeling in the second game, right? Suppose you've noticed that Maya's name is written on this lantern. It's pretty hard to miss, you know. It's written in Miss Donham's blood. She's probably forced up against the lantern by the killer. And then with her back against the lantern, she wrote the name with her finger. So it's written upside down. You know, the victim wrote this herself? Isn't this obvious? Isn't that the obvious? Was there blood on her hands? Unless she had like a brush, I guess she dipped into her wound or something and... No, she did it from behind her back, right? But why would she write Maya's name? I don't think that's something I want to discuss with you. Man, that girl gets accused of murder a lot. Why is this the only area with no snow? Someone has cleared it away. What other explanation is there? Of course, I played the What If game as well. But when I asked our trusty bungler, Detective Gumshoe, he said it wasn't him. So Zedroth has a point. Whoever cleared the snow must have had a reason to do it. I just can't imagine what that reason could be. Blood. It was blood. Right? If we're assuming that at least this was the crime scene, it was blood. It would have to be blood. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. So, Edgy, the investigation. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, things... Oh! What if this wasn't actually where she was murdered, but they cleared the snow anyways and make it look like they cleared the blood? I'm still kind of stuck on Dahlia did this right now, like the channel of Dahlia, but if it wasn't her, who would it be? Actually, Iris? No, probably not. Not Larry. Definitely not Bikini. It was actually Maya. Oh, well, shit. You know what? If she found out that Elise was actually her mother, dude, abandonment issues can cause, like, a lot of emotional stress. And when you run into your mother after 17 years, who's showing more interest in your cousin, could have made her snap. Though, aside from being sad when talking about it, Maya doesn't seem like she was too affected by her mother disappearing 17 years ago. She was 2. So she had plenty of time to, like, she was 2, right? Yeah, she was 2. So she had plenty of time to grow up without her mother. Or her biological mother and be raised by other people. So, I don't know. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? Earthquakes! So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. Dude, I feel you, man. Phobias suck. 17 years ago, when we were little kids at school, at the elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Oh, getting full flashbacks, huh?
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. Get the fuck over it, or Chronos! What? No, I was just kidding. I was kidding. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I could say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of your self-pity, okay? Or at least not out in the open. Save your pity parties for inside your own house. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I feel like I've seen her in court before. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for her file? Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
So, who is she?
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give you that information away to a member of the general public.
What? Why not? I'm a defense attorney. It might be the crucial piece to solve the piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris or Hazakura Temple, and neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Really? Unrelated?
Yes, I can say that with complete confidence.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and that woman Edgeworth knew. How am I gonna do that? I gotta present something? Do I even have Dahlia's? No, I don't. Alright, so... I mean, I should probably show you some of this stuff, but I feel like you're not gonna tell me anything. Yeah, I'm a defense lawyer, you're a prosecutor, so you're not gonna tell us anything. What if I show you a picture of yourself?
If you want to know how to run a perfect trial, there's a lot of study and learn.
Oh, is that what you're studying about right now? What is that face?
I sat at the prosecutor's bench for trials in 5 different countries now. The first thing you must do is gain complete mastery of the language. It's quite a task.
I'd never get anywhere then. It takes me a lifetime to sort of master one language. I'm with ya!
It's been more than a year since I saw Franziska myself, but it seems that she's been dying to see you again.
She really said that.
I believe she wants to eat you for breakfast, or to put it away, whoop you silly. Literally, metaphorically.
Oh.
Go on, let her have her way. It would make for a great anecdote about my trip.
Anecdote, not antidote. Anecdote. Forget it, Edgeworth!
Apparently, you had become something of an apprentice, at least Dunham.
Yeah, something like that.
You did this portrait for me earlier.
That's great.
Let's just leave it at that about Larry, alright?
Looks like someone's still mad at the Butts for his performance in court today.
Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it.
That reminds me, Edgeworth went back to the criminal department to look up some stuff about her. She asked him about what he found.
He already did that. Another victim we know nothing about, same as always. You'll tell me if you know something about our mystery woman, right?
I know that at least Dunn was no ordinary visitor to the temple, but her true identity could be a useful weapon for the defense. And I can't give that away just like that.
It's crossed my mind at once or twice that our testimony might be a bunch of lies.
There's certainly a lot of problems with it.
The thing is, as far as I can tell, she has no reason to deceive us. I believe she did meet the defendant at the inner temple and witness the murder too. The one in the Hazakura Temple courtyard, in any case. I was just with Detective Gumshoe. I treated him to some pasta.
You owe him that much. After all, it's your fault his salary is so low. How is that my fault? And look, if you're gonna buy the guy lunch, at least get him something decent, okay? Don't you practically lives on pasta and noodles already? Well, I did order some extra Parmesan cheese on top. He was crying tears of joy as he dug into it. It was quite moving. All you have to do is give the poor guy a raise. He's something of a legend, I hear. You don't say it like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know. It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I should have heard of him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming into the prosecutor's office, you know? Then you mean he isn't anything special? Huh. You should already know the answer to that. Although, there's one other possibility. What's that? He could have come into the profession from a different channel. What different channel? There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney, but decided it wasn't for him. Defense attorney? I didn't even know you could switch sides like that. I mean, I kind of thought Edgeworth was going to switch sides, but guess not. Seems Pearl was trapped on the side of the river on the night of the murder. Did she tell you anything? Listen, Wright. She's just a kid. I can't force things out of her. You'll have to be the one to find out what she knows. One of the biggest names in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree. For better or worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know, I read all about it. It was the first time for the both of us, two novices head to head. I still remember how downhearted I felt after the trial ended the way it did. I wonder if Mia felt the same way too. And finally, I don't know Maya Fey very well, but it seems to me that the girl is always landing herself into trouble. I know, right? And it's not kleptomania like any times, which is surprising to me. Seems to me that you know her better than you think. I do sincerely hope she's going to be alright. Alright, so did we unlock? We didn't not unlock anything, so we gotta move somewhere else. We'll do that next time though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all then. Have a great day. Bye.